Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our free weekly video report for Monday, November 21st, 2016. I'm actually putting this one out today because we did the gold report that we sent out, and I actually made a mistake on it. I didn't open that up to everybody, so I wanted, or actually the coupon code that I put out was off, so it's back on again right now. But this is going to be a little bit of a different video report. It's not going to be that long. I'm just going to go over some things that are going on. It's a shortened week, so there's really no need to try to predict what's going to be playing out. Volume's going to shrink up, and really what you want to do is just start positioning yourself for the next move. So let's get started. At Sentiment Timing, we believe that human beings in the markets are irrational, and there's always going to be an irrational element at work, and that's what creates market opportunities. So we identify these, say, market opportunities through what we say the mood, which is a psychologicals, mind fundamentals, and body technicals. So we combine them together, which gives us a certain dates to prepare for a market reversal, and from that we are able to going to win, they're going to end up being wrong. I had some other reasons for it as well, but this is the way it is. It's just human nature. We're going to make the same mistakes over and over, and if you're able to say track and chart the way people feel and think, you can make some very good contrarian trades, but you have to know exactly when to be doing those. So anyway, let's get started. Really, the whole thing, the way to be trading sentiment is when you have the euphoria, you want to start closing. When you're in between the thrill and the euphoria, you want to be closing out long positions, start building short positions up here. When you get these moves, it's really hard to try to short it because you don't know when the euphoria is going to kick in. But typically what happens is you'll see bullish sentiment remain high as the indexes, let's say the rate of change starts to decline on the advance. So we're kind of seeing a little bit of that now, but there still could be a little bit more that happens. But anyway, so when you're short, and what happens is once you start getting in between the panic and the capitulation, this is when you want to start unloading your short positions and start building a long position. If you can master this middle part right here, you're trading like the institutions. And if you think about how the regular, say, investors or traders work, they always say to try to grab the middle piece here. But that's really the way they do it, is off a price, and half the time they're not getting into a short position until it's here. And then when it rides back up, they're staying short until they're stopped out, and half the time these traders end up breaking even all the time or losing. You have to know when to start fading, and you have to know when to start buying, and you do that when you have sentiment at extremes. So let me just give you an example of kind of how this works, and this is just a longer term chart from Woody on it. But you can see when you have sentiment and you have buy signals in place, you get some massive moves, and we all want these huge moves, but there's going to be often that we're not going to get those big moves. We're just going to get chopped. So that's pretty much it. So I want to go over some of the sentiment charts. Like I said, this report's going to be a little bit different, but notice as this long-term sentiment gets into deep bearish territory, this is where major market bottoms have taken place. And when I say major, we're not looking years. We're talking, just an intermediate term. We don't look out that long. But you can see it hit the bottom. Everybody was predicting that if Trump won, the markets were going to crash, and that actually marked the bottom, and we have gone up from there. So that's one of the the charts that we want to look at on sentiment, because it's important, because it's an important bottom. So let's take a look at the short-term sentiment. And if you notice this, see we're getting that series of high sentiment readings. Does that mean we're gonna short? No, we actually know when the top is going to come in. That's the date part. But this is confirming that when that top does come in, we're going to know how to do the short. And typically when it happens during this time, they're really, really fast moves, because they want to get that pullback or breakdown done quickly, so then they could jump into the Santa rally, and that's really what's lining up right now. So we know when to expect a top, and that's what we're going to be doing. But you're going to start to see it start to level off like this. So remember, each one of the lows starts off with a massive move, and you can see each one of them that we've done that. And then what happens is it starts to level off before we start to get drops, and that's what I'm believing is going to be taking place there. So last chart, this is kind of an intermediate term 10-day moving average, and you can see we've had a huge rally off of the lows here. So again, we should start to see the rate of change start to flatten as far as with the price. We should start to see this sentiment increase and everybody jump on board, and then that will pretty much be ready for them to pull out the rug, and we have a drop. But overall, I'm not totally bearish on this market. I'm just talking about how we make these trades, and really what we're looking for is anywhere from 40 to 60 to 100 points on the S&P. Turn around, brush ourselves off, wait for the next trade setup, and do the same thing over and over again. And it's important, because that's how you make 1,400 S&P points in less than 2 years. I mean, people have waited 8 years for that type of move. So that's really all I have, because like I said, I don't know where it's going to stop. Maybe they make a run to 2250, maybe they go to 2300. I don't have that answer right now, because we know when to be expecting a top, and right now we have a shortened week, and then we go into next week, and then it's the end of the month. So we're going to be approaching when to be expecting a top, but right now it's not. You can show all the bearish divergences you want, and really trying to predict where it's going to reverse is it's pretty tough to do, because there's no resistance up here. So anyway, the last piece I want to show you here is the gold report, because we just put this out. Woody puts this out once a year. I'm actually really trying to get him to do it more often, and do it with different types of commodities, whether it be precious metals, oil, or whatever. But if you notice, precious metals, they're in a unique juncture here. Last time he put out a gold report was right here. He was looking for a rally. This is GDX. It rallied almost 30% in a matter of days, and that was it. Now, if you notice, we have this big move, so you're not sure if this gold report is saying that you need to be shorting or you need to be buying, because it's just getting warmed up. This is what it goes over, and Woody's been studying this stuff for 40 years, and when he puts stuff out like this, I haven't seen him be wrong yet, and I've been following him for a really long time. So you can make a lot of money in this thing. The information, in my eyes, is mind-blowing, because I never, ever would have been thinking about any of this. So anyway, this just came out. You can do a one-off. It's $39.99. You get the full report. That's it. Nothing else is on it. But we're also having the special with the $99.99. You get the free gold report, and then you're also getting 2 months of sentiment timing or reports. You can cancel any time. If you don't cancel, then we go to $150 a month. But like I said, we're going to be trying to do these special reports a little more often, so that's going to be part of the service on it. Now, on top of that, I am continuing to give you a free membership to MarketsPath. That's my other website. This is where I do the video reports, give out what types of trades I'm looking to make. We have a trade room. I do morning notes and nightly video reports. I usually charge $80 a month, so it's almost $1,000 say freebie that we're giving. And I think you would really enjoy it. But the big piece is this gold report, because it's very, very time sensitive. So if you are interested at all, you should really, really be taking advantage of that, because there's going to be some great money to be made. So with that, if I don't get anything else out for the rest of this week, have a great Thanksgiving if you guys celebrate that. And I will talk to you guys next week.